Great Britain has followed the U.S. in restricting the electronics that passengers can carry on to flights from certain airports in the Middle East. The Department of Homeland Security added the restrictions for a select number of flights after reviewing the latest intelligence on the threat of terrorism. Phil LeBeau has more on the changes and what they mean for people flying to and from the Middle East.
The Department of Homeland Security believes there's a growing threat of terrorists targeting airplanes flying directly to the U.S. In fact, the agency says intelligence indicates terrorists are aggressively pursuing innovative methods to undertake their attacks, including smuggling explosives in consumer items like laptops, tablets, and e-readers. So it's requiring passengers on select flights to put almost all their electronics in checked bags. Only their phones and medical devices can still be carried on board. The rule change covers 10 airports in the Middle East and Africa, which 9 airlines use to fly directly into the U.S., averaging about 50 flights a day.
I have received a number of briefings on an aviation threat, and I'll have to leave it at that for now. But I can say that we have long known that many of our enemies across the world and in the United States see as their biggest target bringing down a U.S. airliner.
The Department of Homeland Security won't say what specifically prompted the change in electronics rules, but events like last year's terror attack in a Brussels airport have convinced the agency and its new chief, General John Kelly, to tighten security.
Having experienced a lot of terror coming out of the Middle East and in the Middle East, that you have to give the administration cut them a little bit of slack on something like this. They would not have done this for no reason.
That means 9 airlines, including the popular Persian Gulf carriers like Emirates and Etihad, will have to make changes on flights to the U.S. Meanwhile, U.S. airlines are not impacted by this electronics ban. That's because none of them have direct flights from the airports in question. It's unclear how long this electronics ban for certain flights from the Middle East will last. But as one senior administration official put it, we're constantly evaluating the intelligence data. And for now, this is the right thing to do. Phil LeBeau, Nightly Business Report, Chicago.